Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will create a cinematic car from scratch in Unreal Engine 5. Let's get started. First, we need to create a new project. I'm naming it Automotive. Okay, so let's make a new level to start our scene. Now let's add some basic environment lighting using light mixer from the window menu. Okay. And don't forget to save the level to keep everything safe. Next, enable the HDRI plugin so we can view image by lighting in our scenes. Now I will set up the project, just follow along with me step by step. Next, let's block out the scene using landscape tools. Now I will download the car model from Sketchfab, the link in the description below. Now go ahead and import the car into Unreal Engine. Okay, so next we will need to download the free automotive pack. You will find the link in the description below. Now let's start applying materials to each part of the car. The pack already labels them clearly, so just relate the materials accordingly. Now we will move on to lighting. I will start an HDRI setup. You can download HDRIs from Polyhaven. The link is in the description. Now I will use the Waterlight Pro pack to add realistic ocean to the scene. Now run HDRI into the scene. In the detail panel, go to geometry and find schedule slot. Here, I will replace default HDRI with the one I download. Search HDRI in the content browser. The material should appear after you enable the plugin. Next, let's create material instance so we can tweak the HDRI setting easy. Then I will copy it into my own HDRI folder for better organization. Click on the parent material, then click on HDRI attribute section. Okay. Right-click in the material graph and add the function QMF base color. This function will be available when you have installed the Fog plugin and add any asset from Quixel. Now collect the nodes just like I'm doing here. To create a parameter, just right-click on the function output and choose promote to parameter. Now replace the HDR texture in the material instance with your download one, and then assign this material to schedule mesh. Now I will begin adjusting the lighting to match the cinematic mood we want for the car scene. Now I will add a post-process volume to have better control over lighting and overall looks of the scene. You can copy and adjust setting I'm using here. Next, let's enable Volumetric Fog. Adjust the setting to match the mood of the scene. Now let's use Skylight with a Q map and replace it with the HDRI you downloaded earlier. Now let's tweak the HDRI material to make the lighting look even better. Awesome. Now let's go back and adjust a few more settings in the post-process flow. Okay. The HDRI I'm using had some small artifacts, so I will fix them in Photoshop using clone stamp tool. Let's save the change and reimport the HDRI back into Unreal Engine. Next, I will create a roadmap and download an abstract material from Fab to apply to it. Now, let's tweak the tiling of the road material a bit to make it fit better in the scene. I have also downloaded some assets free from Fab, like ropes and decals to enhance the environment. I will begin set dressing the scene using the assets we download, placing ropes, decals, and other details. Now I will create a level sequence to start animating the camera and possibly the car. Let's create a camera for our scene and set it up just like I'm doing here. Oh. Set keyframes for the camera transform to create smooth movement. Just adjust it until it looks good to you. If you want your camera to have a subtle shake, you will need to create a camera shake blueprint. Follow along with me here. Now that everything is set up, it's time to render. Make sure to enable the movie render queue plugin to get high quality output. Here are the render settings I'm using. You can match them exactly for best results. Now hit enter and enjoy the final results. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Unreal tutorials. See you next time.